Truest, no? This was back
Mm-hmm.
in 2015. And then another brand, because Truest is more urban. And
Yeah.
then I wanted to celebrate really my provincial life and my background, no, where I grew up. So, and I also wanted to promote Ormoc. So I had another brand that's more like country living. The items there resonate more with the countryside, and that's Ormocana. And before we knew
Oh.
it, we had two little brands plus Hey You that we brought in. And then we felt that we needed like one store to put it all together. So that became Topiary. So Topiary is
Ah,
like the mother.
okay.
Yes.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
okay, okay. So guys, that's where you need to go after this live ends. And I'm sure you are you're all gonna check it out. Okay. Yeah, okay. What made you start oh yeah, you already answered that. Yeah, but generally like
What made me
when you
start
first
Truest?
yeah,
What
that
made me
one.
start Truest? Pain.
Hmm.
Pain made me start Truest, Mika.
Pain? Pain?
Uh, pain, yes. Pain.
What do you mean
Despair.
like oh really? Oh wow.
Yes, because this was during Typhoon Yolanda. We were badly hit,
Yes.
and
Okay.
I don't want to open old wounds, but at
Okay.
that time, I felt that government wasn't helping me enough.
Okay.
I did not have the same access to resources for the district I represented as much as other areas did. And then, so I
Mm,
started working with a lot of NGOs. I went to all the Rotary clubs, the mga Lions Club, all those mga clubs, I would present my case. And then I had a project for fishermen because I zeroed in on one sector, and this was the fishermen. And
mm,
I started livelihood projects, got boats for them. And then I started also mga sewing projects like groups of women. And then my problem became, how can I sustain everything that I started after Yolanda happens? I knew that more disaster would come, the attention would be on other things. I cannot keep
mm-hmm.
on asking my friends or donors for funds
Yeah.
to sustain it. So I said, I need to have a product that we can sell, and the
Yeah.
proceeds can just be funneled back to supporting scholarship programs, livelihood programs, and yeah, so that's really just how it
Oh
started. We were
wow.
this little brand. We had no marketing. Whatever we have now in terms of a reach, in terms of a volume of sales, or in terms of a presence, uh, is really just very, very organic. We
Organic.
really
That's true. It's
built it
all
from
word
the
of
ground.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
all word of
exactly.
mouth. We don't have an
That's exactly
advertising
that's
budget.
exactly how I bought this because a friend shared it to
Yeah.
me and I was sold. Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
Just like that. Yeah.
That's actually the best because parang there's so much more meaning to the business. You're not in it, for the money. There's more of a value, I think, and I think that's what makes it
Yes. Because
extra special.
yes, as we do this, then we are able to give livelihood, and then from the sales, we are able to give back also to the community. So it was a beautiful way, and I wanted to honor my pain in a positive way, because I can just go on with the rest of my life just complaining about what could have been or what should have been. But
Yeah.
it was creating something was uh, my way of having some form of control over a situation that I really had no control over. So yeah, you just find the positive again in a tight or bad situation.
Nice. Thank you so much for sharing that. Oh, there's so many comments here. So many people from the US even like your truest pouches. There's so many people saying that they have added to cart. So that's great.
Thank you.
So guys, I
Thank
will be
you. Thank
actually
you.
posting this live after, and I'll be including all the links that you mentioned. So if anyone wants to purchase, they can always refer to this live when I post. And then I have another question, and because you have been married also for so long, and you guys are still so much in love, and I really value marriages, and it's something that I also really treasure, and I know a lot of people also aspire to have the best that they can in their own marriage. So I wanted to ask you, what is the best advice you can give about marriage?
Well, I don't know. If you really think about it, more couples have been married longer than us. But we are,
That's true.
we are we have been together for 23 years and counting, and
Wow.
it's been wonderful. Yes, not to say that there haven't been any ups and downs, but I think in terms of that, Mika, what I can really always just say is to choose each other every day. It simplifies
Exactly.
everything for me. Choose
Yeah.
each other every day. Yeah,
Wow.
I
That's what
it's a
that's
daily
what we say
commitment.
too. Yeah.
Ha?
I said that's what we say too. It exactly, because it really is a decision that you make every day. The day
Yes.
that you choose not to, that's it. That's how it fails. That's true.
Yes, love simplifies everything, and knowing what brought you together in the first place simplifies everything. I guess it helps also when you know each other very well, and when you've really invested time in the relationship, because you nothing comes from nothing. I mean, if you don't spend time together, you will not nurture or develop a closeness, the closeness
Yeah.
that you need to stay together. So always find time for each other, always choose each other, such that um, if you spend too much time apart, you will miss each other. The worst for
Mm-hmm.
me siguro is if masanay kayo na you're not in each other's lives, and that is where it spirals downward, I think. But for as long as you keep each other in each of your lives, even as you pursue separate interests, then
Yeah.
all will be well.
Yeah. I wanted to ask naman because aside from being a wife, you are a mother also. And I wanted to ask you naman, what is your best advice regarding motherhood? Like your daughter is how old now? She's oh yeah, she's in her 20s na. Is she 20 na?
Yeah, she's turning
21.
21 in
Yeah.
September.
My
Yes,
gosh, I
turning
remember when
21
she
in
was a
September.
little girl, and then now she's, oh, this is my youngest, and now she's already so
Oh,
grown up and
hello.
so beautiful. This is my youngest. He just came in, and I wanted to ask you about that, about motherhood. What's the best advice that you could give regarding motherhood, naman?
I always tell Juliana to, like, first, no, like I said earlier, I never imposed any of my dreams on her, and her dad is the same. Richard never tells her to be this person or that. I always say, Juliana, uh, God designed you for a purpose, and all I want really is for you to be the person that He designed you to be, whatever that is. uh, Choose your path. Your dad and I will be supportive of you. And I always remind her about the choice of a spouse. It's never too early. I say the choice of a spouse is not something that you leave to chance. It is something that you pray about,
Mm-hmm.
because I know that in a world of millions of boys or millions of men, there is that one person who may not be perfect but will be perfect for you, and you have to
Yeah.
find your way to each other. Uh, your life partner is the most important adult decision that you will make, because he can make or break you. So you have to be really careful about who you choose, no, to
That's true.
who you choose to marry.
Exactly.
uh yeah. And then I tell her also to always come from a place of fairness and a place of kindness. uh I tell her that, like how it was for me growing up, that it was just fluid, in the sense that I never felt the need to be number one, or the need to be the
Yeah.
greatest or the best. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone here actually had a great question, and it's actually interesting. Someone asked, "Is there a trait of Juliana that you wish that you had?" It's interesting to know.
Uh, for her age, Juliana is very
Yeah.
wise. She knows how not to be a pleaser. Prior
Mm,
to being in public service, I was always too scared to say no, too scared to disappoint by saying no. And Juliana is better at it than me, and I think she's also more street smart. Maybe she got it
Mm.
from her dad, but she is not as naive as she knows the more practical things in life than me. maybe I
Oh,
have
wow.
maybe I have some measure of uh, of wisdom, but Juliana knows how to be smart, how to be street smart.
She got the perfect combination of both of you. And that's all because of you. I mean, I think also your child really reflects on how they were raised as parents, right? So, I think
Yes,
also, so kudos
and
to you.
thank you, thank you. No, it's not just me, really, Mika. It's also Richard. Because if
Yes,
it were
that's
up to me,
exactly.
I'd be a very careful, overly cautious mother. Like the way we were
That's
brought
in,
up na,
yep.
the way we were
Sorry.
brought up na hindi pwede maulanan or hindi pwede maambunan kasi sisipunin or yung dapat may labakara sa likod or pag nahulog dapat hugasan agad and stop playing no. Richard is more like okay lang mahulog
Chill,
si Juliana
chill.
madapa. Juliana just stand up, yeah. Run again. Or yung she wants to slide down that baka may nakikinig ng mga bata don't follow this but when you ano when you when she wanted to slide the rails of the staircase, I was like, no, 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 you're gonna break your head, you're gonna break your knees, you're gonna everything bad that could happen, that's me. And then Richard says, Juliana, you can do that, just be careful. So at 4 years old, Mika, at 4 years old, she declared, I love my mom, but me and my dad, we do danger.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, wow. But it's
So,
so nice
so
also, that
sila
pleasant
yung,
relationship. Yeah. That's good. It's a great
they have a very
balance.
fun relationship. I remember one time, I was on my way to work and then I saw them uh, by the pool and they were looking at our mango tree and it was full of fruits. And I knew Mika that they were really itching to climb up the tree. So before I left, I admonished them. I said, please, both of you, please promise me that you will not do anything. You will get a stick and just do this to the tree so that the fruits drop naturally. And they both said, yeah, yeah, that's what we'll do. So when I left, palabas pa lang ako ng gate, the yaya sent
Mira.
me a picture. They were both up the roof.
That's
Ay,
so
talaga.
cute. Oh my,
So
that's so
something sana
cute.
I don't know na lang.
That's so cute. I love that. But it's great that, even because daughters need their dads also just as much as they need their moms.
Yes.
I mean, it's an important role, I think, in their lives, especially when picking a partner. They will always choose someone, I think, who is like their dad, diba? Parents always said that.
Yeah. Parang we are all a sum of our experiences. We bring with us the rules and regulations we each had growing up in our
Mm-hmm.
own households, diba? And that's the same thing we bring to our own families when we have our own. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we have an alert here that they said the guasha is sold out already. Will you
Oh
be
my gosh, it's sold
restocking?
out. Yeah,
Do
we
you
will
have
be
any?
restocking. I guess I'll ask my partner.
Well, that's a good problem, but at least we know that
Yeah,
people are
yeah,
gonna.
that's a
Okay,
good
so guys,
problem.
they have to watch out for it. So guys, follow the Instagram
Okay,
account
while they
and
wait, Mika, while they wait for their guasha, if they're watching Netflix or whatever,
mm-hmm.
just you can do this with your hands first and just yeah, just
Wait, is
pretend it's
your
the guasha tool unless you get the
really?
unless
Oh,
yeah, it's the same.
okay.
Just lift because our face has many
Oh,
muscles. You have to work those muscles.
okay. Wait, what's the difference again between the jade and the rose quartz
Well,
one?
they really
The
work.
difference?
They really work wonderfully. It's just that Katie says, because Katie, by
Ah,
the way, studied really traditional Chinese medicine. So the rose is usually what you use in the morning, or if you have like a breakout, you're not supposed to gua sha parts of your face
The breakout.
that have breakouts. But what you can do, yeah, because the rose quartz is like a healing stone. So if you have like a zit
Oh,
or something, what you can do is you really just lay it there because it's cool and it will help.
yeah.
It will help heal. It will help heal it faster. Or
Mm.
if you wake up with puffy eyes, you can use either the jade or the rose quartz. And because it's always cool, because it's natural stone, so you just put it on your eye like that. It's like putting ice or cucumber like that,
Oh. And
just to depuff.
how long do you leave
Ah,
that
sandali
like
na. Like when you wake up and you feel na you had, kunyari, you had
yeah.
chips the night before and medyo ano, yeah. So the gua sha will help
Oh.
the circulation to get it going. And then uh, this one will help if you want to relax your eyes or if you've been on TV too much or you've been on your screen too much and you want to make your eyes rest. So I love doing this. Just
Ooh, okay. I'm
three
gonna
minutes
do
off.
that. I'm gonna do that after. Thank you for
Yeah, because
sharing
if
that.
you get your tool now and you if you get your tool now and you put it on your eyes, you'll feel it's cool.
Yeah, it's
It will
actually every
yeah.
morning it gets cool, and then after you use it, it becomes warm. Diba? After you use it,
Yes,
it
because it
becomes warm.
absorbs the
So,
heat of your body. Yeah, yeah.
oh, sarap. Do you put it in the ref or you just leave it out?
No, no,
Don't
I
put it
just
in the
leave
ref.
it out. No, I don't put it in the ref. And
Oh,
you know, the edges of the tool can
yeah.
also be used for acupressure massage. Like if you have a little headache,
Oh,
Mia,
headache, yeah.
Amika here, yeah. Or even here.
Oh,
Or if you have like migraine, diba, there's a point here that you press
yeah.
to relieve it. This part.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
This is
cool.
so useful. Plus the way it's sculpted is so useful.
Amazing. Okay, now more ways to use it. Thank you.
Yes.
And this is actually my last question. And um, whenever I meet someone, I always want to know what they've learned, and because I always like to draw inspiration from people that I meet and come across. And I know we all come from different walks in life, from different experiences, and I wanted to know, like, what was that great lesson that you've learned in life, something that sticks out in your life and something that you live by. There's always like a reminder as you go through something. Parang there's always a phrase, a word, or a lesson
Yeah.
that was learned.
Yeah.
So what is that lesson for you?
You know, on in a drawer in our home in Manila, my aunt gave me a coin. My tita Inday, she's actually a very wise woman also. And on that coin are written the words "one day at a time." One day at a time. So I remember that when the going gets rough or when you are in a situation
Yeah,
that needs resolution, if you think too far ahead, you'll be overwhelmed. But
exactly.
if you know
Yeah.
that, yeah, but if you know that your battle plan for the day is just for today, you take it a day at a time, then it becomes manageable.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's of the many that I can tell you about Nika, because there are other things like the sun
Yeah.
shines for everyone. You are where you're meant to be. Be present in the moment. One day at a time is, I think, the one that we can all use right now. We do
Mm-hmm.
the work that we need to put out one day at a time. We hope one day at a time. We survive and thrive one day at a
One day at
time.
a time. Exactly. Wow. I that I Yeah, that resonates with me a lot. And um I got goosebumps when you told me that, because that's always one thing that I tell my friend, like whenever maybe a friend is going through something, it's always the first thing that I always say, and it's something
Yes.
kasi that I can apply to myself. Whenever things get overwhelming, that's one thing. Okay, let's just deal with today, and then tomorrow is another day,
It's another
right?
day. Yeah. It's like us, Mika, and I'm sure all the mothers that are out there also, or if you're a student, of the 88 things that we need to do in a day. Like you have how many children now? Plus a
Three.
husband. Three.
Yeah.
Each have different needs. So I always say, when I wake up, I say, of the 88 things that I must do today, what must I do immediately? So the ones
Mm-hmm.
that have to be done today, you really get out of the way. And then you move on to
That's
the
true.
next priority, and then one day at a time,
Yes.
one task at a time. Yeah. Then
Yeah.
we are able to manage and we don't get lusaw.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very